Richard, thank you. More from my teammate now. Richard Allen's attorneys want his criminal trial moved far away from Carroll County. My teammate broke that news on television and online this morning. My teammate's Cody Fisher has the details.
This is the 5-page request to have Richard Allen's trial for the 2017 murders moved at least 150 miles away from Carroll County. Now, Richard Allen's attorneys list 25 bullet points to back up their reasoning. The main argument made in the filing is that the jury pool in Carroll County is already tainted by the extensive amounts of media coverage locally and nationally. Allen's attorney uses statistics from Google searches that show 50% of people in Carroll County have Googled Richard Allen's name since his arrest in October, compared to just 3.8% in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Brian Buckmeyer is a criminal defense attorney and one of the hosts of Law and Crime Daily here on Wish TV. He says the amount of media coverage surrounding the case could impact the trial if it's kept in Carroll County.
That can make it very difficult for finding a jury at a start point, and then even more difficult if a jury is found to find a fair trial.
Allen's attorney also argues that the jury pool in Carroll County has been tainted because many of them were already interviewed as part of the investigation. He also claims the amount of law enforcement needed to protect Allen in Carroll County would distract any future jurors from being impartial during the trial. Indiana University law professor Jody Madeira looked at the court filing by Allen's attorney.
I do think 150 miles is sufficient for a change of venue, and I felt the information in the motion was actually very persuasive.
The 150-mile radius would exclude most of the state of Indiana, except for a few counties in southern Indiana, if the judge in the case grants the motion to move it. This filing was made at 10 p.m. on Monday. The judge hasn't made a decision yet, but it's Madeira's opinion that a decision could be made soon.
If I were the judge, I would rule on this as expeditiously as possible, because it very much affects the progression of the case.
If there's any other suspects charged in this case, the IU law professor that we're speaking with tells us that this process would likely start all over again for those cases. Reporting in Indianapolis, Cody Fisher, Wish TV, iTeam 8.